Okay.
Yes.
Definitely running.
Welcome to the hot sands of the Egyptian desert. You're part of a large archaeological dig team that's looking for lost artifacts near the Valley of the Kings. Your team has been using an old stone structure as a field office to run the operation, which started nearly 4 months ago. During that time, your team found nothing until last night. Just before dusk, a large stash of ancient artifacts was discovered. Instead of starting the morning by examining and cataloguing the artifacts, you drew the short straw and had to make a routine supply run into town. Upon your return, you realized something went terribly wrong. The other members who stayed behind at the dig site are lying outside of the field office, barely conscious and near death. Now it's up to you to figure out what caused this sickness and help the team before it's too late. Your fellow archaeologists are barely holding on, work together to look for clues and solve the puzzles. Feel free to explore the room and touch everything you see, but if an object is firmly attached to the wall or floor, do not remove it. The door is not locked, so you're welcome to step outside if you become uncomfortable or scared. Now it's time to get to work. They are all counting on you.
Excellent. We find our jacket here. Jacket and the satchel are here in the room, openly accessible. We've got one piece of paper with some symbols, a key. In our satchel we have a leather-bound book with hieroglyphs and descriptions of things that the field office the field personnel have found. A couple of tiles and a couple of play pieces that are found here in the satchel. Key, we open up our field box. We've got different statues in there with the hieroglyphs for what they translate to. Our other second key opens up our center, of which the archaeological team has been collecting. So then the players use first object that they come to realize. They're first going to come to these, realizing that these tiles here fit over here on our wall. But they will come to learn that they're short a tile. Next step is for them to put together that these icons on this grid are also on these coaster circle pieces. There's the same number of circle pieces as there are cats, the little cat heads, and that grid matches our grid over here on our Senet game. So then they'll use those coasters to place which tiles. In this particular case, we have this icon matches with this guy, 2 down, 2 over, 2 down, 2 over. Goes there. When all these have been placed in their appropriate locations, side box opens up. In here we find another jar and our last tile piece. Our tile pieces are decoded using our book and the hieroglyphs that are located within there. Just going to cheat and arrange these appropriately. When we have our last one in place, our secret door opens up. That has gained us entrance into room number 2. Taking our jars with us. We come in here, we see that there's a puzzle. Players have to physically put the jigsaw puzzle together. Putting that together will illustrate colors. From that, they have to realize that the green is our first color. Pressing the green scarab. And then red is our second color. And then green. And our last green has opened up another box on our side, giving us a third statue. We notice that there's already one statue firmly attached, and that there's a monkey figure for a monkey statue. This being the Anubis, we'll place the Anubis in front of its top of its logo. The Horus goes for Horus, and Nefertiti goes for Nefertiti. And here we have discovered an Ankh. Looking around the room, they'll notice that there are also colored pillars. This pillar can move where that one cannot. So players must arrange the pillar color pattern to match, which opens our sarcophagus. Our sarcophagus has an Ankh logo there. Oftentimes players will try to place it there, but then they realize it has to go there. Our end piece has opened up and we have found half of our talisman, but we also heard a sound in room 1. Coming back into room 1, we realize that this puzzle here, which previously had not been activated, is now activated. Looking, inspecting our talisman, we realize they are icons on the back, hieroglyphs. Pressing our scarab, scrolls through our hieroglyphs. Players will also decode this hieroglyph to realize that it spells gods. And by entering in our glyphs, has now activated our final box, which has the other half of the talisman, and we have broken the curse.
Congratulations! You found the other half of the talisman and broke the Pharaoh's curse. Your team will be very thankful that you saved them.
Thank you, Lord Carnarvon.